Okay, I think we are live. Hi.
Oh, hi, Lynn.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And I'm excited to talk more about your business, your journey. Um, Hang on one second. Let me just see if it's actually playing. Yep, it is. Okay, we're good. Just making sure. All right. So I'm Lynn. I'm with the Conscious Beauty Collective and of course Masami, and I'm here with Olga today. And Olga is with this beautiful brand, IOKA Skin Science, that we're going to talk a little bit more about because it's a beautiful brand. Of course, clean. So welcome, Olga.
Thank you, Lynn. And I'm so grateful that you invited me to become part of Conscious Beauty Collective. It's been so lonely to be by
Mm.
myself, and now I feel I belong. So thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is not easy for anyone out there who is thinking about starting a
Yeah,
beauty business. Boy, it is really, really hard.
it is
And
hard.
as Olga said, it can be very lonely being a founder when you're trying to figure it all out. So this group, we do a lot of support for each other in addition to telling each other stories, but we do a lot of sharing out, sharing of resources, sharing on social, creating content, all kinds of ways to support each other and help each other grow. I think it's interesting because we have a bunch of skincare brands, and I have other hair care brands in the CBC, but we have an attitude of, um, what's the word I'm looking
Supporting,
for?
supporting
Support,
each other.
yeah, not competitive, abundance. That's what I'm saying. We're, we're,
Exactly.
we have an attitude of abundance, meaning there's enough for all of us to go around. And I absolutely
Exactly.
think that's true.
Exactly.
I mean, if you think of how many people need a high quality, clean skincare product, and you think of the fact that the mass market is still 90% dirty, both clean and
Right.
hair,
That's right.
so if we even made a 1% dent in that, that would be massive. So anyhow, welcome. We're going to jump in. I would love to, because you've got such a fascinating background, because you really know this stuff. Other founders have the vision, but they don't have the expertise necessarily, and you've got both. So let's jump in. How did
Lynn,
you?
I'm a retired scientist.
Yeah.
So I've been working in the research labs of Harvard Medical School for the last like almost 40 years, like 30 something years. And I never thought I will have a skincare business. This is totally, I am not a business person. I'm a scientist. But early on, and when I just came to this country, I grew up in Ukraine and I studied in Moscow. When I came here, I had rosacea. And
Yeah.
I had in Russia and Ukraine, I was used to so much more natural stuff. Basically, every esthetician there was
Hmm.
making their own stuff. That
Oh,
was a
interesting.
common thing. So when I came here, I bought something and everything was aggravating my rosacea.
Ah,
And I was like, I hated walking around with a red face.
yeah.
I was working at that time at Brown University. And and it took me a long time to realize that I was sensitive to some emulsifiers in skincare products. And I thought, okay, I'm a scientist. I should be able to make myself emulsifier-free moisturizer. So I started
Yeah.
doing research and reading. I basically got some books and realized that I could do something with phospholipids. Phospholipids are plant-based. They're basically a purified form of lecithin. So they come either from soy or from sunflower, but in a higher concentration, they do the same job as emulsifiers.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
and I tried to make my first emulsifier-free moisturizer in 1998. And the difference on my skin was immediate.
Wow.
It was immediate. So my friends and my relatives said, "What are you using? Your skin like really improved." And I said, "I made myself a moisturizer." And they said, "Can I have some? Can I
Yeah.
have some?" So emulsifiers, like most people don't realize that emulsifiers that everyone is using in their formulas, because emulsifiers are needed to mix oil in water, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're cheap, they're unregulated, but they're not so benign, at least for some people. And I was one of them. For people with sensitive skin or rosacea, they're not so benign. So basically, every time you use a product with a emulsifier can stay in your skin longer. And every
Uh,
time you wash your face or take a shower, water reactivates that emulsifier. And it
oh,
does what emulsifiers know how to do best. They bind molecule of water, a molecule of your natural oil from your skin, and help washing it out. So
okay.
basically, it's a known effect. You can actually Google it.
Yeah.
It's called a washout effect of emulsifiers. And if you Google it, you'll see a number of articles. But even now in 2025, most estheticians are not aware of this effect.
I didn't know
Although,
any of this. This is fascinating, actually.
yeah. And so actually now skincare markets, at least some brands started realizing it. And they create products without emulsifiers. It could be water-based products followed by the oil-based products, so they don't have to mix them. There are some products which are basically like two-phase, oil and water, and you have to shake them.
Hmm.
Uh, there are some just oil and butter, like based product, which is like very rich. But I use phospholipids. So my products have both water and oils. And this is my way of going around this problem.
Sorry, my husband. Fascinating. Okay, well, this is well, it's interesting because a lot of founders, and you are one of them, create products for their own needs. And the idea being like, if you've got this issue, a lot of other
Somebody
people,
else will have it, right?
yes. And so
Exactly.
the fact that you're a scientist and came at this from that perspective is also very interesting, because I would say like your products, I mean, I'm even looking at how you describe them. Um, the efficacy in here is it's pretty much guaranteed, right? Like, I mean, obviously guarantee, I don't want to say guarantee, but like anyone who's got those issues of redness, sensitivity, rough patches,
Dryness, exactly,
eczema, I
roughness.
bet. This is going to be amazing. And so many people tell me that they can't find a natural solution to especially to eczema. I feel like that's become and they're
Yeah.
becoming wider issues, right? Like it's like allergies and
So
issues are
So
become
underneath of many skin problems like wrinkles, dry skin, rough patches, rosacea, oily skin, acne, there is one main thing. It's a damaged skin barrier function.
right.
Underneath all of this is like if you are able to heal your skin barrier, you will solve multiple skin problems. And that's
Yeah.
basically IOKA is all about healing the skin barrier function. This is our number one goal in life. That's my goal in life, to help people to heal their skin barrier function and maintain the healthy skin barrier function through their life.
No, that's such a good mission. Okay, so if somebody has issues and they want to start, I always tell people don't change out all your products at once, because you won't know which thing is the thing that is going to work versus causing issues. What would you recommend? How does somebody start to kind of clean up their skincare routine, and what would they do?
Well, Lynn, I have 15 products, retail
Yeah.
products, and I have more back bar products for estheticians. So I know it's hard sometimes to choose. So I put a questionnaire on my website. So people
Oh,
send
smart.
me the information like the age and sensitivities and what their skincare issues. And I email them back saying that according to your answers, this is my recommended products.
Oh, wow. So they're
And
getting basically your consult essentially
yes,
for free.
for free. And they can book a 15-minute call with me for free too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
I
I
mean, what other places can you do that, right?
right, I love to be in touch with my clients. And actually, the local clients, I have a lot of people just come and pick up from my house. And I make all my products. So many of the founders in CBC, I think they
Outsource.
outsource it, but I have trouble doing this because I just don't trust. I have my own technology. I
Yeah.
developed technology to enclose some sensitive ingredients into liposomes. So all my products have liposomes. Liposomes, I don't know if you heard about them. It's basically a delivery system. So they're tiny
Yeah.
vehicles, like less than 10 micron, and they enclose inside your water-soluble sensitive ingredients. Like I'm using like an AD plus boosters. I don't know. I can tell you more about that in a minute. So, and these liposomes are able to go deep into your skin. So, like pharmaceuticals, many pharmaceuticals are now done with the patches.
Yeah.
If person cannot take them orally, you can get a patch. So it's basically the same, it's the same idea. Phospholipids is a delivery system. So those liposomes that are being formed during my manufacturing process, they deliver active ingredients deep into the skin. So it's a slow delivery, but results actually are much faster. So many people tell me they see results within like 2, 3, 4 days.
That's amazing. Because you're right. Like that, most of the time it takes a few weeks to really see the
I
products
mean,
starting to
yeah,
work.
there is a short-term effect and there is a longer-term effect of products with phospholipids. So because phospholipids form those liposomes and they can get those ingredients so deep, people see immediately within 2, 3 days, they see improvement in the hydration, in the smoothness of the skin, even in the brightness. But with a longer use, you'll see more benefits. And
Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
and also prevention of dryness, prevention of wrinkles, and so on.
So I want to actually ask you what it's like to make your own products in terms of creating a little lab in your home. Is that where you do
I
it?
have a lab, yeah. I have a lab in my house, so it's basically was the reason why we bought that house, because
Yeah.
I really love the lab space. Although I'm kind of growing it out of
I
it
was going to
already.
ask about that. At some point, I would imagine you're going to have to figure out like finding a commercial space or,
Yeah, I mean there are many possibilities here in Boston. There are
yeah, you're lucky in that sense. That's
so many lab spaces available. For now, I'm still fine, and I have help like with packing and shipping. But I don't trust anyone making the products yet. Um, it's just because my process is kind of very unique, and
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I mean, that makes so much sense, but it's going to be interesting to see how you navigate that expansion. I have a chemist I work with in
yeah,
Chicago, and they are excellent. But it is a process because every time I need more
product.
formula, it's several months, right? It's like I have to reach out, they have to schedule me in. It's a couple months.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting my ingredients can be tricky because we have such different ingredients. Like my makabu powder comes from Japan and, we have to get it in season and there's just a lot of complexity involved. So for you to kind of manage all that, it's a lot.
It's a lot because I manage because I'm small and I work with few salons. I actually offer some salons private label my products. So if they want to have their own line, it helps estheticians. Estheticians get so frustrated when the client come and they recommend a product, and client goes home and buys this product online on
Yeah.
Amazon on sale. And so many estheticians get really frustrated. So I decided to let them, if they like my products, they can put their own name on my products.
Oh, smart. That's a great idea because you're right. That's they want to have something they believe in and to have
Exactly.
their own name on it.
Exactly. Also, once they do that, they're not limited with price point if they want it to be.
Right. They can do what they want then because it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No.
so
Yeah.
so this way, my products now are being sold in the Beverly Hills Medical Spa, in Lake Tahoe Medical Spa, in Florida, a few local
Oh,
Massachusetts
I
spas.
actually have an esthetician who might want to do that. I'll have to
Really?
ask.
Please
Yeah,
connect
I will
me.
have to ask her and maybe connect you to see if
Yeah,
that something that makes sense for you. But that's an interesting idea.
I also make custom products for them. So if
Oh
they want
wow.
something that my line doesn't offer, and they want some twist on anything, I also do that for them. Like
Oh
my
wow, that's
line
great.
doesn't have fragrances, but
Mm.
some people want fragrances, and I said
Yeah,
I'm happy to do it for you custom. So
yeah.
so
So
I
which
have a number of fragrances, like natural, clean fragrances in my line,
yeah,
and I can do it for them.
that's such a cool I didn't even know that. That's amazing. So which product is your favorite? You must have one that you just
Um,
love the most, even though I know that's hard.
it's hard because I love all my products. They are my children. Um, but I also I love putting layers on my face. I believe that layers create this hydration pump. So I always, like, after cleansing, I always start with a toner, which is was
Yeah.
my best seller. It's a toner serum, liposomal toner serum. It was my best seller in 2023. Um, it has a little bit of oils, so it's like hydrating layer for people with normal to dry skin. But for people with normal to oily skin, it could be used as a serum.
Yeah.
And then, so I love a toner. I also put on top of a toner. I love to use hydrating emulsion, which is another hydrating layer. And then I go with a firming antioxidant serum.
Yeah.
And then I go with Ageless Boost. Exactly. And Ageless Boost is my bestseller. Basically, it's my bestseller
Huh.
anti-aging cream. I can explain why. So it has this, I don't know if you heard about NAD plus, that some people take. It's basically, it's a coenzyme which is present in all cells of our body. And it's involved in many functions, like uh, digestion, cognition, mental clarity, but also aging and skin aging. And with age, it goes down. So many people take NAD plus supplements. Also, I don't know about where you live, but here in Boston, there are many IV clinics where you can get
Oh
NAD
yeah.
plus, right? Do
Oh
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
those
yeah. You're
too?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but for a topical cream, it's not okay just to put an AD plus in a cream because the molecules are too big. They just will not work. So it needs to be synthesized in your own body. That's why I'm using NAD plus precursors, or I call them boosters, NAD plus boosters. That's
Ah.
why it's Ageless Boost.
Ah, well, all I know is I got that from my mom, she's 84, but she looks 70.
Yeah, you told
Um,
me.
yeah, and she loves it. So
Nice.
I have her try out various products because she is,
Great.
so I think she can vouch for that one for sure. Um, okay, and then what's next? Are you going to be creating more products? Are you,
I love creating new products, but I also don't want to make my line too huge. I
yeah,
already have 15 retail.
yeah.
So what I've been doing when I'm really craving to do a new product, I've been putting them into back bar.
Oh, that's good idea. Yeah,
So
that way you're not creating new, but you're still,
right. So
yeah.
so it will be so estheticians can include them in their facial, more than like not as many retail, but more back bar. So that's how I created copper peptide serum. hydrating oil-free moisturizer is just my newest product, which are not, they are not in my retail line.
Oh, got it. Okay, interesting.
And also sea buckthorn cleansing oil, if some estheticians want to do a double cleansing on a client. So I have many other products, some lip products, hand cream, which nobody sees except the professionals.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, this was very interesting. I'm sorry about all the noise, ambient noise. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so we're getting prepared to have our little party. So
Oh, of course.
it's a little noisy here. But anyway, so any parting words of wisdom?
Sorry.
Yes, that's the cause of the noise. Yeah, any parting words of wisdom for anyone who's curious about your products, thinking about switching over to clean beauty, any place they can find you to ask questions?
Absolutely. They can, so on my website, there is a book a call. So 15 minutes, they can book 15-minute call with me. They can buy samples, pack of 5 samples, and they can choose.
That's a great
the
idea.
samples.
Yeah.
I also sell travel kits. So it's another good way of trying the line, 5 products right together.
Yep.
And I am always answering my emails, usually within a day.
So I will put your email in the comments so people have that. And then your website is
IOKA Skin Science. It's
perfect.
IOKA skinscience.com.
Perfect. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you for chatting on Super
Thank
Bowl
you so
Sunday.
much.